Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome for what may be, and should be in fact, the final episode of our Baldur's Gate 1 Enhanced Edition playthrough. We are currently in the Undercity, beneath Baldur's Gate, and we are here to kill Sarevok. Last episode we killed some random Iron Throne punks who were just in my way. And now we're going to move up here to just outside of a temple where we should have one more encounter with someone. Now, there's a map that has some random stuff on it. I know there's some skeleton. Okay. There is a lady, the lady who was considered herself Sarevok's consort. I believe we would meet her here again if we hadn't killed her originally. And we would either have to fight her now or make a very difficult, somehow way. I don't know if we need high rep or what's the mechanic for it, but there might be a way to like convince her to not be a jerk here, but that would be about it. I'm actually curious, if I go to Baldur's Gate under... Not under dark, under city. There's like a map with info. Tomoko would be here. That's not the name of the person I killed though. Didn't she have a different name? And Robin and... Yeah. Interesting that she's not there at all. Because I don't think that's the person I killed. Huh. If we do kill her, we'd actually get full plate +1, which is a nice piece of gear. This caused friction between leading Sarevok to take as lover another woman, Sathandra, who I killed though. I wonder why she's not here. And yeah, if we have a reaction 15, we can convince her not to fight, but I would totally do it. Huh. Did I randomly kill her somewhere else? Is it because I killed Sathandra or whatever her name is? Well, let's do a proper save here. Let's see if I can do a rest. And we do, because I'm going to want to fully pre-buff, that's for sure. Alright. Well, I don't have to instantly fully pre-buff, because we can do a little bit of prep work when we come in here. Alright.
This brutish brawler we're about to beat...
Dude, Baloth, shut up. You don't try to pretend you're a big main character. Get out of the way. Shut up! Alright. Shall be my final conversation with Sarevok. I do not intend to let him escape, and I doubt he will surrender. I must make preparations for a difficult battle ahead. Alright. So, there's a bunch of traps over here, and we can detect them if we get close, but I don't think they're dispellable. And I think they cast Cloud Kill, so they're pretty bad. We don't want to do that. I think there's some extra traps on both these sides as well. Now, they might not be detectable traps. They might just be, like, implicit little triggers.
Be direct.
I don't want to talk.
There you go. And I want to clear these first. Because I don't want to have to... Because I like the idea of sort of fighting in a corner here. I know this is challenging. Okay. Are good there. Now, there's all sorts of cheesy things we can do with... I mean, if you got high-level pure rogue, you can do traps. We can put down skull traps and things. I'm not planning on doing that. We got enough fromage with our group here. We'll pre-buff. That's going to include, just so that I can spot and get some things ready, group invis. Also, we're going to get some potions, because we got all these consumables. Let's start using them. You know, finally, maybe. Stone Giant Strength is 20. I don't know if we've got more than that. Dex, saving throw AC is pretty nice. It can be used by everyone. And I know Heroism can't be used by everyone, but if we can stack some of those, it'd be okay. Frost Giant Strength 21. And I got 8 of those. Cloud Giant Strength, 23. I got 3 of those. Nice. All saving throws automatically succeed. Now, normally in Baldur's Gate 1, magic resistance is a little bit tricksy because it works against all spells, but the Enhanced Edition uses the Baldur's Gate 2 engine that does it smarter. Oh, that's 24 strength. Where beneficial spells don't get MR'd, which is nice. The Potion of Vulnerability. One to you. One to you. One to you. Let's go back in here. Let's use it on me. If everyone else dies, it's fine. We still win the game. Full inventory. Okay, I'm not currently pre-buffing. 1 hour. Drink. 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 I think I'm pre-buffing. Oh, there's some more spellcasting going on. Okay. Heroism. Drink. Freedom. I won't get the benefit of haste, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I'll drink that. Did I give it to these guys? No, I don't think so. One here. One here. I mean, our stomachs are going to be so full we're going to vomit after this, but... Storm Giant Strength. Let's give that to Quill. You know what, Baloth? Why don't you drink one? And then... Strength Potion here and here. And you know what? I'll give one to you too. Hopefully I haven't like doubled up on any of these, but... Oh, you can't drink it, no. Okay. So you're gonna drink Storm Giant Strength for 24. Drink this one for 23. I think you've already drank one. Okay. I might have missed some I was gonna try to give to these guys, but I don't know. And I suppose I could give more to my casters, but... Let's call this. I'm gonna make a save here. This is gonna be after buff.
I will listen.
Okay, and we are stealthed. We'll do the fight sort of straight up-ish first.
Go pester someone else.
Where we're not gonna just blind fireball here. Although they will start and like teleport over even if we do fireball. So actually it's not the end of the world.
Yes?
Although then we don't get his flavor text and stuff. You know, Quill's gonna go up there and see what he's got to say.
You are indeed family.
Yeah, I guess he can say invis maybe. Enough
Whoever
taunt.
could have lived to oppose me in person. Of course, it will not matter in the end. Ultimately, I will prevail, and a new era will be born unto the realms.
You're mad! What do you hope to gain by resurrecting a dead god? Your evil ways on here tonight. The god stays dead, and you will join him. There must be another way, brother. We could rally and fight this evil together, or by what right you claim ownership in this new era? What if I intend to take it from you? Oh yeah, we're going with that one.
Face me! Face the new Lord of Murder!
Okay. You would seek to take my destiny? It is truly divine arrogance you display. You have not the skill or knowledge to steal this future. It was years in the making while you sat cloistered in a foolish library. Simple wars spill countless waves of blood, no godly wrath is raised. It is but my will that will shape the screams of the dying into the power I seek. You could no more assume my role than I could back away from it. It is fitting, though, that you should try, and an ample testament to our bloodline. Face me! Face the new Lord of Murder. Angelo, Tazok, reveal yourselves, and let's finish this now. Alright. Well, if I pull back, you actually... Ah, excellent. So yeah, one of his spellcasters ends up coming here, which is perfect for us to start whooping him.
What is it this time?
Be direct. Speak and be gone.
I don't want to talk.
Initiate whoopage.
I will listen.
Now see, he named 2 people, and then this guy Semage was also in here. Interesting little purple line. I wonder, is that a seam in the background texture, or is it like almost a weird graphical glitch from his protection from normal missiles? I don't know. Anyway, let's hit him with some non-normal missiles.
Give me power.
Again, you disturb me.
Is there really no one else you can bother?
Olsa?
Actually, yeah, I think that cylinder is magic. It's, yeah, protection from normal missiles. But we're hitting with magic ones, so I think... Alright, he got whooped. Yeah, so we cheese it a little bit. Because we don't fight everyone all at once, which is nice. Kagan, you got lots of hit points and you move fast. Oh shit, we triggered the battle horror.
And be gone.
I poked in this little alcove. Maybe I didn't go far enough in. That's slightly less than optimal, because we waste a little bit more of our buff time.
I need an
Kagan, again, you're still super fast. Come here, you'll get spotted, run back here.
I will listen for now.
Okay, let's go!
You are so irritating.
He's got a fair amount of magic resistance, I think, so I think he's gonna be immune to a lot of this bullshit. But if we can get a confuse on him...
What is it now?
You know what, let's give it a try. Plus his buddy might come and join in. What's that one? Want to sleep.
How may I be of
That is some damage. Pull back, pull back. Drop a heal on there.
Again, you disturb me.
I think only he needs to die, but it'll feel weird if we don't kill his buddy. So you know what we're gonna do?
What do you
We're gonna try to kill his buddy first, so that he can be the last one to die, because that's gonna feel much, much more satisfying.
Speak and be gone. I will listen for now.
What is it this time?
We can get Quill to go in there. His bare hands. Drink another potion of healing, actually. Okay, still got a buddy back there, Angelo.
Olsa?
Let's drop a big heal on Quill that
Is
way.
there really no one else you can bother?
Try to confuse
You are so irritating.
back there, please. There goes Tazok, which is great.
Yes?
Well, when are you going to actually drink that potion, buddy? When's the start of next round?
Speak and be gone.
Okay,
How may
there
I
you
be of
go.
assistance?
You go toe-to-toe with Sarevok, because that's very fitting.
I will listen for now.
Try to drink another potion, although it might not happen in time.
My spleen! What is it
Quill
this
get immediately hit again. Just turns around and wails on Quill. Alright, we'll kite him a little bit more. Oh, Viconia's trying to reach you for the heal. There you go. As soon as she starts casting the spell, you don't have to stay adjacent anymore. So that'll start landing, which is good. Quill's gonna quick drink another potion if he can.
Go pester someone else.
Oh, you did the Dimension Door invisibility thing. Oh, there goes Dorn. You know what? It's fine.
How may I
Well,
be of
stop
assistance?
drinking. You're gonna go back to Sarevok. Dang it. Whoa, that's
From the
a
spider.
lot of explosion. We might have been standing on the trap, actually. That's slightly less than ideal. Okay.
How may I be of assistance?
Flavor text, flavor text, flavor text.
You are indeed fat. Face me! Face the new Lord of Murder!
Come back here.
Speak and be gone.
Jean
Smack the hell out of him.
What do you want?
Again, you disturb me.
Try to front load some damage very quickly. Good.
I will listen for now.
Okay. Now,
This time.
I think it's fair for me to drop
there
Daze, because we know he's
really no
there,
one else
even
you
if he
can
hasn't
bother?
moved forward. And this should hit some dudes over there.
Irritating. What is it now?
Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Oh, killing some poor bats.
That's someone else you
They didn't do anything wrong. Bats are cool. They eat mosquitoes.
Yes?
Bats are our friends, not foes. Keep cheesing. That didn't hit anyone. There we go. Wow, that is some resistance.
Peter,
No, we could just go fight up there. Might even be better. Yeah, okay. Angela's a caster. Let's focus on him,
Disturb me.
because it could be super annoying if they drop some stuff. Let's grab some interrupts here.
Night Singer.
The silence in range might be nice, but no, I think I'm just going to hit him with the fire. That's going to be okay. All right, go, go, go.
You are so irritating.
Yeah. Maximum rapid damage on the
Is there really
spellcaster.
no one else you can bother?
Swap that around.
Ulza.
And use another charge of this. I'm sorry. Cloud Kill Web? That's very rude. Oh, and I can't switch swords right now because you're webbed. Really? That is highly disappointing. Quill, I don't think your fire resistance is going to matter here. Let's give you this. We'll lose our haste, but let's make sure you don't get webbed. Dorn might just be effed. Okay, I think Angelo's down.
I don't want to talk.
I still don't want to hang out in the cloud kill. There you go. Dorn went down, but that's the way it's going to be.
Another group of this
Pull back some more. All right, let's go after Sarevok. Boom, boom, boom.
Jalcales.
Hit him with this.
Catch someone else, you filthy swine.
Drop some acid on him.
now.
Kazak's still coming, that's fine. Kagan takes so much damage. Just took 40. Oof.
To someone else.
Drink that, and
Power.
we'll start dropping a spell on you.
Again, you disturb me.
Let me see if I can get a confusion. Take Tazak out of the game. That wouldn't be bad.
Eh? What do you want?
I'm going to drop a second one here to increase the odds.
What is it this time?
Bill, you really can't die, man. You're the main character.
I need an arrow. Yes?
I knew this was going to be a tough one. A little tougher than I expected. And is there anything else I can give Quill to buff his hit points? Because I think he's got heroism. Yeah, I don't know.
Peter wrecked.
Oh, yeah, again.
I don't want
You
to
are
talk.
indeed
Eh,
face
no.
me.
Okay.
Face
I mean, we can still kill this guy right away. This part works out great.
Gone.
He does get off one magic missile instantly, but it's not the end of the world.
Again,
What do you
disturb
want?
me.
Is there really no one else you can bother?
How do we trigger this freaking battle horror?
Jalcales.
I will listen. For now.
I'm legit confused about that. Okay. I'll still go with the big fireball spell plan.
Catch someone else.
Because we do need to weaken them.
Me power.
Let me see if I can drop... That's Dispel Magic. See if I can drop the silence in there too.
What do you want?
You are so irritating.
It can't just.
What is it now?
Is there really no one else you can bother?
Oops. Wrong spell. More fireballing.
What is it this time?
Then Quill's got to start using his staff or his wand. Alright, Sarevok's coming forward, but that's fine.
Peter wrecked.
Dorn, do make sure you don't... You know what? I'm going to cancel my
Be gone.
spell cast here. Shit! Where the hell did Cloud Kill come from? Knocked Edwin down. It's less than ideal, although it could certainly be a lot worse.
Catch someone else, you filthy swine.
Alright, I'm thinking the confusion's really not getting the job done here, so we'll just dump some damage spells on this. Yeah, Eddie's down. That's a darn shame. Right away he goes for Quill. Right. I'm gonna approve of this rudeness. Potion. Switch to your bow. Get in there.
Jalcales.
At least until we drop this heal.
Eh? What do you want?
enough. I will listen for now.
Missile done.
Is there really no one else you can bother?
Maybe he doesn't have any magic resistance. He does resist some of the physical damage here from Quill. Both the physical and the acid. Actually, his acid resistance is quite high. He's basically not taking bonus damage from the acid arrows, but still probably a fine option for us right now. Actually, why don't I have Vampiric Touch? Wait, did you just die? Kagan killed you. Well, that's a little anti-climactic. Climactic? Climatic. Climactic. Climatic would be like against weather, right? Alright, I'll take it. It's a tough enough fight, especially on insane difficulty. It would have been great to have Quill land a final blow, but you know what? That's why we have minions for it. Sarevok just wasn't worth it for us. We've got bigger fish to fry coming in Baldur's Gate 2. Maybe Siege of Dragonspear, but I think I really want to go straight into Dragon Age 2. And what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to play through Siege of Dragonspear with maybe another character. I might just roll up someone else, someone who feels different, and do Dragonspear that way. Just because I know that a Dragonspear right at the start, because I've loaded it technically, which is actually going to load instantly after here. Right away, you get a conversation with like Imwin and like other things. I'm like, you're not part of my story. Yeah, we're going to be dealing with Imwin in Baldur's Gate 2, and I guess you're going to be added as part of the story. So just like when our main character dies, we get the little cutscene of us turning to dust. That's what just happened to Sarevok. And then you get dropped into statue form for some reason. I don't know if the statues exist already, or if you turn to dust and then show up as a statue. That I'm not totally clear on. What it's gonna, yeah, I guess no. Okay, the statues already exist, and our dust, I guess, is like our soul, our energy get added there. It's gonna zoom out here and show us like, oh no, that disintegrates. Okay, so the statue goes away when the person dies, which then makes this pull out, this reveal, that much more telling. Because what we're gonna see is a hall full of menu statues. We get told at the beginning through some lore that the god of murder, Baal, like impregnated like thousands of people. So yeah, each one of these alcoves has a freaking statue. What a great story. I recognize the Baldur's Gate 2 is grand. It's a bigger, more grandiose scale, interesting side quest, more fleshed out companions with more conversations, romance options, companion quests, all that kind of stuff. But there's something about the story of 1 that I find is so tight. You know, and I like that for most of it, it does actually have a lighter, a little bit more comedic tone. It's more comfortable to play. Baldur's Gate 2 is the better, more epic game, but Baldur's Gate 1 has that special place in my heart as just something I love. You know? Great little title, especially playing in the Enhanced Edition. I think part of the reason historically Baldur's Gate 2 had so much more love than Baldur's Gate 1 is Baldur's Gate 2 was in a more mature version of the engine. It could do some more impressive things, but more importantly, it introduced a lot more of the D&D rules. I don't think kits were a concept in Baldur's Gate 1. I might not be entirely sure about that. It might have existed, but maybe it was expanded in Enhanced Edition because they backported stuff from Baldur's Gate 2. But I know, like, I don't think dual wielding was a thing in Baldur's Gate 1. It wasn't possible, which made Rangers especially lame because normally part of the whole Ranger class is getting dual wielding as kind of a freebie. I guess that's the evolution of the artwork in the game. And yeah, other things like that. You get some more spells, more balance bug fixes. The Enhanced Edition of Baldur's Gate 1 is like helps to tint the experience even more positively compared to the original Baldur's Gate 1. Well, the thing you used to do is you used to run, what's it called? It's like Tutu or something like that. There's like basically a fan mod that lets you import all the Baldur's Gate 1 content into the Baldur's Gate 2 engine manually, so that you get the benefit of the BG2 engine in Baldur's Gate 1, which is really what the Enhanced Edition is doing for us over here. There's actually something similar for that for Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. The ability, I think it's called Tale of Two Wastelands, it's the ability to import the Fallout 3 game, like that world and all the game and everything like that, into the New Vegas engine, take advantage of the better user interface, weapon modding, a few other things like that. I like the hit boxes, the collision boxes of the environment here. This is a cool little credit sequence. I like the peek at some of the behind the scenes stuff. But I'm going to click, and what should happen here is it immediately loads the start of Siege of Dragonspear.
Sarevok's dead. Everything's a mess.
Well, here we are.
We're going to put a cut in here regardless.
Again. The last of Sarevok's followers are down here, according to the Flaming Fist. All you gotta do is find their leader and bring her to justice.
Maybe I do continue right on. I know there's some people who really want to see me play Siege of Dragonspear, since I've never played it. And some people are like, no, I want to see Baldur's Gate 2 right away because it's so good. Frack. I'm a little annoyed that I can't just save here. What do we know about our prey?
Mostly mercenaries.
Wizard named
Korlaz.
Korlaz.
Wizard named Korlaz.
A lot more voice
This is her
acting.
family's tomb. She aided Sarevok, and the Grand Dukes want her dead or alive.
New art for Imwin.
Better be careful.
Which is officially... so one of the popular things to do in Baldur's Gate 1 with Imwin is to dual class her as a wizard, because, I mean, spellcasters are super useful in Baldur's Gate. They're really, really powerful. And Imwin has enough intelligence that she can dual class from thief to wizard. So you level up into thief long enough to get, maybe like, your 100, well, not literally 100, I think like 95 find traps or whatever. Well, maybe you need 100 for Baldur's Gate 2, I don't know. So you level up a few times so she gets all the fine traps and maybe something else if you want. But then you dual class her over to wizard, so then you get a very useful wizard who can also find traps for you, and it's very handy dandy. And in Baldur's Gate 2, that is actually what they made her canonically. They made her a thief multi-classed into wizard. And Siege of Dragonspear, the whole reason she can't join us here. Again, I clicked through this initial little dialogue once before just to get a feel for things.
I really want to. I wouldn't be much help, though. Ever since I asked Duke Janath to teach me how to sling spells, she's had me cooped up in the stuffy old library, studying boring books about the weave.
And apparently in Baldur's Gate 1 with Imwin, her voice lines were just stuff they recycled from like some cut NPCs or something like that. Because she was kind of a last minute addition to the game. I think I mentioned a long time ago. The issue is that in Baldur's Gate 1, they realized there was no good aligned thief early in the game that you could get. You get an evil thief really early on. Couple of them you can get pretty early on, I guess. But until you get into the city of Baldur's Gate itself, and you go, we didn't pick her up, but the halfling rogue that's at the temple of Gone that you can only pick up at night. I think that might be the only good aligned thief. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I don't know. So they added this Imwin character right at the start. But she does tie in so well to your personal story that it was really unfortunate. I think Imwin sort of gets some hate in Baldur's Gate 1, I think, because she doesn't have a lot of dialogue. It's a little repetitive. So I think some people considered her sort of an annoying character that way. And the problem is she didn't really get a lot of love in terms of development, even though she's so useful. And it turns out was integrated so well in your personal story so well, and then became a major player in Baldur's Gate 2. So anyway, you get that. But yeah, this expansion here, Siege of Dragonspear, or Baldur's Gate 1.5 in a way, I suppose, was developed like after the fact. This is a recently developed game that sort of ties in the story between Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but I think mostly was just a fun way for, is it Larium? Basically to make their own Baldur's Gate for a little while. But yeah, all right.
I'll follow behind you with these flaming fists.
I'm just trying to skip to a point where I can like stop and save, and then I'll decide what I want to do.
There's a healer here too. Timora shine on you. Not that you'll need it.
There you go. So we got our NPCs over here. It is a little weird because in our story, we really haven't done much with Imwin. We dumped her instantly. But in theory, our character knows Imwin, right? Even though we didn't do this adventure with her, we know her. And it's probably relatively easy to think that, like, there might have still been some communication. We might have run into her in the world, not as part of our gameplay, but, you know, she was clearly out and about, not in Candlekeep. And we might have, touched base with her for a few things, which would be a way to explain why she's here and also run into her in Baldur's Gate 2, if we want to satisfy ourselves with the story. It is a little odd, especially as we go into Baldur's Gate 2 proper, that we're not doing things canonically, right? Because we're going to start Baldur's Gate 2, we're going to encounter Jaheira right away, Minsk right away, Imwin right away. We are going to run into Khalid to a certain extent fairly early, but these are not people we actually interacted with. right? Whereas if you go and play through Baldur's Gate 1 with the canonical party. So the canonical party in Baldur's Gate 1 is Imwin, Jaheira, and Khalid, Minsk, and Dynahir. I think that plus me, that makes 6, right? I think I counted that right. I'm pretty sure that's the canonical party, right? 2 pairs. Jaheira and Khalid. Hey, why did the tooltips just suddenly disappear? That was weird. Wasn't even on the keyboard. Huh, that's odd. Anyway, yeah. So that's the canonical party, which makes the first part of Baldur's Gate 2 in Renekis's dungeon make the most sense. Now, after that doesn't really matter, because you're going to meet tons of NPCs in the... Ash... I can't even remember what the name of the city is. It starts with A. It's a little bit... Can't remember how it's pronounced. Certainly can't remember how it's spelt. But the city of Baldur's Gate 2... the city in the game of Baldur's Gate 2, you are going to run into all our NPCs. So at some point, we'll run into... I don't know if we run into the Enhanced Edition NPCs. I don't know if Dorn's a thing in Baldur's Gate 2. I don't know if Baloth is a thing in Baldur's Gate 2. Those are both Enhanced Edition. But certainly we'll run into Viconia and Edwin. I can't remember if Kagan is there. Again, so I played Baldur's Gate 2. I never played the expansion. Throne of Ball, right? Shadows of Alma is Baldur's Gate 2 baseline. I did play it and beat it one time only, ever. And it was a billion years ago. I can't remember who I had in my party at all, in any way whatsoever. And I don't remember what NPCs are present. I know there's another Dwarven fighter in there who's like a berserker or something, right? Because this Kagan's just a baseline fighter, isn't he? Yeah. But I think there's a berserker Dwarven fighter that might be evil in Baldur's Gate 2. I suspect he's going to be a great addition to our party that time. So I don't know who's going to be in our party in game 2. Probably Viconia. Oh, a different picture for her, isn't it? Is this her picture from Baldur's Gate 2? This isn't what she's been looking like the whole game, right? I don't think so. I'm doubting everything right now. I'm actually not sure right now. Maybe that is what she's been looking like the whole game.
The chill
feels different.
The underground.
Anyway, so I'm leery about committing. Part of me suspects what's going to happen is I'm going to take a couple of days to think about it, and then I might record like the first episode of Siege and Dragonspear, and then try to get a sense of how I feel. Is this what I want to do? Because I'm curious. I haven't done it. I heard it's not very long. So maybe we can just bash it out. I don't know. I wish I had a clear answer for you. It's really going to depend on my vibe. Thank you very much, everyone who watched to the end of this series. There was a couple of pauses along the way because it's a long campaign, and every now and again I got a little bit too busy and fell behind on recordings. But overall, it was a hoot. What I might do is very similar to how I started this. I think when we started this campaign, hadn't I recorded like 10 or 12 episodes right off the bat? Which is one of the reasons we actually had some bad audio at the start, which is heartbreaking. But I recorded a handful of episodes right off the bat, and I might, whatever I'm going to be playing, I'm going to be doing things similar, so that whenever you see episodes of either Siege of Dragonspear or Baldur's Gate 2, there's going to be some in the bank, so we should be good on daily episodes for that. And I suspect, especially with Baldur's Gate 2, because it is so long, it'll probably take us, God, I don't know how many. So this game here was what, 25-ish episodes? I don't know what episode count this is. I don't think it got up to 30. I suspect somewhere in the mid-20s is where we're at right now. With Baldur's Gate 2, I expect it to be at least twice as long. So, if it was daily videos the whole time, 2 months. And I don't suspect 2 months without interruption. So, but hopefully we'll be fairly consistent with it. Fingers crossed. Whatever happens next, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.